Generic greetings and welcome back once again to the Last Starship. Today's beverage is a very refreshing and indeed quite hydrating watermelon juice drink. It's a good thing I like it because, owing to reasons and circumstance, I've got 3 litres of this stuff. Either way, welcome back to the game. And previously, among other things, we were doing a couple of contracts, specifically the next phase of the Stargate project, which I think is going to become obviously our long-term goal here, which we have played previously, so we'll see how we get on with that one. And we're also doing the trouble with tribbles, basically transporting them around, and we've now done that. So just a quick refresher here. We have the AJE Foundry, which is our main Stargate project and industry system. So we're making things like Stargate frames, motors. It's also our refining centre, and I do want to move this to where we can get more copper now, because metal ingots, yeah, we've got a fair few of those, but we are running out of copper, so I'll do that in a moment. We have our gas collector, which I've currently disabled for the most part, so things like the chemical lab, we were originally producing Stargate resin from the tanks here, and we've got that all sorted. So yeah, so the metron gas, and then you've got the hyperspace isotopes and turning those and unloading stable isotopes, and we've stopped doing that as well, I think. Yeah, so basically this is on the standby now. We have the Procedurally cruiser, and this is our main sort of battle warship thing, which has got cannons and a couple of Gatling guns. Hasn't got rail guns, and I think that's a bit of an oversight. I might end up putting some rail guns on the front of it, and we do have the money to do that. In fact, I'll check that out in a moment. And then finally, we've got the UMC Astral Temptress, which is, I guess it's a bit of everything. It was originally a mining vessel, and then now it's a transport vessel, and then it's logistics, and it's just basically our spare get things done sort of vessel. And you can see this here. This is the scientist we've recently been speaking to. Anyway, over to the AJE Foundry and over to Tactical, and I want to try and find some copper. In fact, you know what? There's the copper there. So I'm just going to move this over so we can start to get some copper mined, and let's go out of Tactical, and then I'm going to change all of these to go for some copper minerals, and basically across the board. I'm going to keep a couple of these onto metallic, I think, because we've got a little bit left. Actually, no, we haven't got any leftovers, so all of these can turn into copper, apart from the last one, just in case there's the odd stray. So there we go. We can see the mining lasers are firing away into that there. I might actually rotate this. Can I rotate it is the question. I don't think I can. Can I say there, like rotate? And no, it's just going to shoot past it, isn't it? Okay, I've totally messed this up. Is there any copper over here? Right, there's copper over here. Let's just abort the whole mission there and make it a bit easier on ourselves. And I will sort of park it about there. I think that's in between the two. And I honestly want to get close, because it means we can maybe stop it about there. It means we can have the drones go back and forward a bit easier. So I do expect another contact with the Professor, and well, not just about the Stargate in the background there, but also to do with the transport we have. Well, it seems to be reasonable. Anyway, over to the cruiser, and doesn't matter. Professor Artemis Toppingbury and Captain, we've hoping to run some more experiments on the new life form and discovered the Toppingbury Tiddlet. They did say, to be fair, that he was going to name it after, they're going to get all the glory. If you could visit my institute, I have a contract that may be of interest to you. Travel to the Institute of Interstellar Life Forms. Okay, so let's accept that one, and let's go with the map here. And it says it is. Oh, we're already here. Welcome back, Captain. Didn't leave, mate. Must say the corridors at the Institute have been alive with excitement over this wondrous new life form. My paper has already been provisionally accepted into all of the top nature journals, which makes me so proud. Okay, and there are more of our Tiddlets in the boxes here, not just jumping around the cargo bay. And the word on the grapevine is that the Nobel Prize Committee may be looking at our work. Okay, exactly, so we must continue this important research. We have a great deal of data already, but we need to take some more measurements and refine some of our estimates. We are particularly interested in their reproductive process. Going to send you a batch of top-breed Tiddlets, and we want you to run a series of tests on the hyperspace conditions. Also sending you a pair of specially modified science stations with a sensor attuned to their telepathic reproductive process. I wrote to the firmware myself. We'll be able to see deep into their minds when the magical process takes place. Okay, so we received the Tiddlets and received the telepathic sensor stations. Need you to take the Tiddlets on a series of specific hyperspace jumps. We'll be recording the effect of their processes. Okay, let's see. Do we need to install anything? Does it say? Where are the sensors? There. I think we will have to install them. Need to zero on exactly how long the Tiddlets can survive in hyperspace. We greatly require you to jump beyond the safe distance and record the effect on the telepathic process. Some of the Tiddlets may be lost in the process. That sounds a bit cruel. That does make me quite uncomfortable, but with your permission we can begin. Install new sensors first, Captain, and stock up on FTL fuel. Okay, so we have... How much fuel do we have? 10 fuel, and... There we go. Let's go with installation and telepathic sensor stations, and I guess I'm going to place them there and there. I guess that's probably the best place for them, and we'll go to cables and cable and cable. Okay, so they're now in. Is there any trading options here? There is. Let me go with propulsion, and I'm going to go with another 6 FTL charges. So let's start simple. A couple of medium range hops should do the trick. New objective, perform the medium range hops. So over to the map here, and it says go to maybe there. I think I have to just stay within this sort of band. So let's see about doing that. You can see we are heading around and aligning. And it says we need to do a couple of these ones, so we will jump, and this is the trouble with Tiddlets part 2. Okay, so this is new. We can see them in the box there with the science stations monitoring them, and excellent, the sensors working nicely, and we are receiving the packets. One more hop, and now we've got all of these Tiddlets just jumping around. Okay, so we're going to go with the jump again, and to be honest, I'm just going to jump back to the same place. Maybe is that the way forward? Maybe we'll go somewhere else. Prepare the jump, and it's going to rely on that one. While we're waiting for that to do that, I'm going to maybe go ahead and I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to get this jump done first, aren't I? Come on, jump. And interstellar travel, 50% done, and we are there. Okay, so medium ranged hops completed, and we now have 30 Tiddlets on board, and 30 Tiddlets so far. This is working very well, Captain. Now onto the real signs. So, like to see the effect of very short hop. Want enough the medium hyperspace distance below which predictive process does not occur. Let's perform the short range hop. So it is map, and I'm just going to go to there and prepare the jump. And this is like easy money, essentially, isn't it? We're literally just jumping from one place to the next. Although I wouldn't want to be the person having to calculate all of these jumps in such a short amount of time. And we do get some more, yes, some more Tiddlets. 51 Tiddlets now on board. Fascinating, Captain. Appears that Tiddlet's reproductive process occurs even in incredibly short hyperspace distances. How do they find the time? I'll hand you over the colleague for the final experiment, and oversee the phase of the experiment. Need you to make a long-range jump beyond the safe Tiddlet distance. Need to know what happens to them under the effects of the hyperspace shock. Also help us calculate the safe distance more accurately. Get in position and do a long-range jump. Okay, so we'll do that, and it's going to be, anywhere around here. Let's go with a jump to there and prepare. I'm not going to go like all the way to here. I don't see any reason for us to do that. What's around here? Got a shipyard, and good grief, I've just realised the actual scale of this thing. So there's a standard... No, there's not a standard astronaut. Not I zoomed so far, they disappeared. So there's, an astronaut there, and we can see all of the batteries. We've got generators, we've got, looks to be defences as well, lots of defences. We've got all of these drones, we've got tanks full of something or other, and I bet that's probably mirrored on this side. It is, and then down the bottom, that's huge. There's the Artemis topping brie, and then you've got, that's a pretty nice ship. That is Andromeda's Fury. Reminds me a bit of the ship from FDL, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not. That defence platform, wow, okay. Oh, it's got deflectors. So I don't think I've actually shown deflectors in the game. Where the work is, when missiles are getting... is it missiles? I think it's missiles are getting fired this one, which I don't know if we've seen. Or anyway, some sort of shot. It sort of tractor beams them, and, well, it does what it says. It just sort of deflects it off. And you've also got a new ship, which is there as well. Anyway, we're going to unpause it, and we'll see about the jump. So we're going to keep an eye on these, because we did sort of see that they have a bit of a adverse reaction to this sort of jump, and hopefully we don't wake up with, they actually set on fire. Okay, right, that's a thing. That's... I mean, I don't feel too clever about that. Okay. 15 of the Tiddlets appear to have perished. That's such a horrible thing to witness. Can't allow this sort of experiment to be done again. It's so unethical. You think? We sort of called you out on it from the very beginning, matey. Anyway, sensor data suggests the telepathic mating ritual does begin during the longer jumps, but the energy between the two produces so much heat at the core that ultimately catch fire and burn from the inside. One can only imagine what it feels like. I'd rather not, please and thank you. Something else. Reading sensors deep inside the core of the dead Tiddlet. Bring them all back, Captain. We've got done enough for today. So I need to return back. Now, ironically, I could... Well, I'm going to have to obviously jump back. Yeah, I can't even do the long range... I guess I could do the long range jump again. But I think that would be... Yes, not a nice thing to do. And jump. So let's go to this place, and there's that, and then back to the shipyard. So we will jump and prepare. And to be fair, they're reproducing more anyway, so yeah, okay. There's actually warning drones deployed 1. Why is there a drone deployed? Why would there be a drone deployed? Maybe there's a bit of debris somewhere that we... oh yeah, look, there's loads of debris over here. Okay. I'm not going to pick that up. That's not really the purpose of this contract. And that music in the background reminds me of The Dig. Anyway, deliver. It's got a bit of Blade Runner going on as well. Lovely. So, deliver. Get out my cargo hold, basically. They're quite obedient. I wonder if we get to keep the sensors. I have a feeling we'll be doing some more testing, but who knows. I think most of them are getting delivered. 5 more remaining. Where are the 5? Up there. Okay. They're coming down. I think they're herding the little one. Come on. Come on. And... Right, slam the airlock shut. So, we've made another interesting discovery. Our sensors were correct, and it appears some type of tiny crystal has been formed at the core of several of the dead creatures, almost a small diamond. This is going to come down to money, isn't it? Must have formed the final moments of their life. Our telepathic energy focused on a lethal feedback loop. The lab tells us the crystals aren't like anything they've seen before. Let's grab the remaining samples for analysis. Thank you, Captain. So, episode completed. Excuse me. So, that's 250,000 for basically being a taxi. And let's see if they call again. While waiting for that, let's see how our Foundry's doing for copper. It's doing well. Are we getting extra copper? Do we need more mining lasers? I think more mining lasers more better. Trading and industry, is it? Mining laser 1, 2, 3. And confirm. I've got all of these drones, and maybe if I'm going to get 3 of these, I need 3 more. I need more drone bay. I'm not sure. What I do know is these are smelting away. Let's go with copper. These ones are set to metal ingots. Let's go to install. I don't know if the energy grid will be able to support another 3 mining lasers. How are we doing for the grid? Power grid. It's starting to struggle. It is starting to struggle. Energy, when in doubt, always get solar panels. Cables. That's now connected. And I'm going to have to go to the editor and put in some more scaffold, I think. Actually, will I? I could probably put some scaffold in here and have them like that. I mean, this is just going to turn into a brick, isn't it? At some point, that's the end result, isn't it? Really. Cables go down like that, so it's to the right of center. Install solar panel. So that, okay. And then similar in and around here. 1 there, and I might be able to get 3 in actually. Oh, fits in perfectly. Cables. Like that, and that's now just connected to the grid. So hopefully we're not going to be burning through constantly the reactor. Obviously that's without all of these fabricators and the assembly tables on as well, so yeah. Right, over to our cruiser and do the thing that I was going to do for ages ago, which is we're going to go for... I'll tell you what, this... Our comm system must be on fire. Captain, being several developments within the Tiddlet research program, we are in need of a competent Starship pilot once again. Don't know why you're ringing me. Please visit us at the Institute of Instar Life Forms. Right, travel. Accept. Work continues, Captain. There is so much more of these Tiddlets than we realise. Regrettably, Professor Toppingbury has been forced to take a leave of absence from stress of his work. You understand. You know the reproductive... we know how they reproduce now, and we know their limits. During hyperspace travel, 3 of them will telepathically reproduce. Not quite sure yet how long it takes for their children to grow up. However, we've noticed they hop exactly the same time as their parents do. It isn't important, but I thought you might find it amusing. Okay. And then combustion, hyperspace shock. Shouldn't really laugh at that, but just the drawing. As you've already I've already seen the experienced hyperspace shock. They've been in hyperspace travel for too long, but the key in the final stage of their life cycle, expose them to hyperspace shock. Their telepathic energies are so strong that the small crystal is formed. And there's the crystal. And studying crystal and resonate in a way we've never seen before. Some of the crystals are entangled in the quantum level and resonate together. Apply a signal to one, and the other responds instantly across any distance. Isn't that a Stargate SG-1 communication crystal thing? Anyway, there's so many potential applications. On to business, says scientist by the name of Dr. Julian Martinez in a nearby system. He has a moment of fame recently after daring rescue of his brother. Sorry, no, I believe we rescued his brother. We have a ship for sale that'll be some use to us. Travel to the Noble Doctor and buy his ship. He wants 1 million credits, which is ridiculous. Thinks his invention is worth that much. Negotiate with him, knock the price down, and wire the funds directly to him. If you can improve the offer, I'll pay you 20% for the savings of bonus. Okay. And buy his ship. So where is he? Over there. Can we go direct? We can't. We'd have to go... yeah. We'll have to do a bit of a weird... yeah, a couple of hops. But... truth be told, I'm gonna slow the pace on this one because I want to deliberately get, like I say, stop doing this mission, this thing, because I want to put some railguns on this. So let's see about doing that. What's the best way of doing it? Well, I think we're going to go to editor and to hull, and like not the city. Let's go up here with the hull, and I'm going to have it so that, I mean, we will have, you know, some... No, that's not what I meant. Hull. I thought I'd selected hull. So there's the hull. Confirm. And I will put a couple of embellishments on it, just for the sake of, you know, looking a bit different. And we don't want that. And then it's hull. Like that and like that. And truth be told, I think... we're going to have to do a bit of a connection here so we can get past it. Obviously flooring will need to be in place, so we'll do that. And that's okay. Right, I think we can get a couple of railguns on that one. A couple of doors as well. So, oh, a door's actually in here. All's armour for a start. Yeah, let's armour it up. So, confirm. It's going to get quite expensive, this, but we do have... decent money, and I made sure that we can put more guns on this side. In fact, can we get the exact amount of guns? What's the distance on this? What is the distance? Will it tell me? No. Okay. No, hang on. Don't want to do that. Remove that. Right, let's go with some trading, and... I mean... Where is it? Is it doors in here? Door. So we need 2 of. We also need almost certainly another reactor if we're doing all of this fighting. How many do we have reactors-wise? Let me close that trade down. We have 1. 2 reactors. I think we're going to need a 3rd, which we do have in stock anyway, which I'm going to place there. So that's fine. Do we have the fuel for it? We have a fuel tank, which is good. We have, what on earth? A bit of why is that there? Look at that. That's weird. I'm going to say raise. Hull. That. Confirm. Scaffold. Raise. Confirm. Then I'm going to draw the hull again. And then flooring. and then armour. And that's been symmetried, so that's all fine. And now trading. So it is in defence, and I'm going to go... Oh, it's only 3 railguns, sadly, but I can do a couple of cannons. I'm going to need another weapons control centre and a weapons officer, which also will require another spacesuit. 711,000 generic units of currency that cost me. Okay. So, where's our transport? It's coming along now. And we might do a bit of combat after this, just to try it out. Just for science, you understand. So, doors. Doors go up there and there. Railguns. 1, 2. I bet I can't fit 3 on. No, just the 2. Cannons. Can go... That's interesting. Why can't they go there? Oh, they can. I'm just... Because of what's happening there. I'll rotate these around. And... Weapons Control Centre is going to go... Ah, that's annoying. If I fix that, it might be a bit better. One's going to go here and here. You know what? I'm just going to place it... Maybe... like that. Like so. And... storage. Railgun slugs. Which, to be fair, I should probably actually buy. It normally helps, doesn't it? Trading. We want to go for... Do I need any other ammo? Certainly not. Actually, we've got some in cargo bay. We got bullets. Actually, I will need some more. So it's going to be storage. Cannon shells. There for now. And there for now. Trading. Defense. And 20. Don't think I need them all. But they're going to go both sides, so that's fine. Install. And actually it's cables, isn't it? Cables. Like that. Can you get rid of that one? And that one. Run across. And connect up. And I'll do the other side as well. I think that'll be fine. So, this thing actually, to be fair, we're only going to have 4 railguns. So it can do all of the railguns. Like that. But we need another one there. So I'm going to go to this colony. Just so we can get some more cannons and another railgun and some more of the weapons control centres and such. Yeah. And then this thing's going to be hopefully pretty good. I do fear for its manoeuvrability though. I think it's going to be pretty slow now. It's basically just a hammerhead at this stage. Trading. One more railgun. And a couple of Gatling guns. Weapons control centre. Which means probably another weapons officer. And a spacesuit. So that's another 571,000 generic units of currency. It's starting to get a bit ridiculous. Right, I mean this broadside is going to be exceptional, one would hope. Install. So, railgun first. It's going to go in there. And then the cannon. It's going to go 1, 2, and yeah, more luck than judgment, but the PDCs will work. They call it a Gatling gun, but PDCs, which is what? Something defense system. And that goes there. Pipes. I don't know why the pipe comes all the way like along here. I think at one point this was... I think I put a mining laser on it at some point. Anyway. Let's go with cables. Like that. And this can have starboard cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all good. This will have forward railgun. And we need another... To be fair, we need another weapons control center. How much have we got? 275,000. Okay. We might get it. We might get away with it. Let's go with... How are we doing for this? Oh, good grief. Right, that's all kinds of cracking on with it. I might as well keep stocking up. There's no reason why I can't keep stocking up. Trading. Weapons officer. And a spacesuit. And it feels like we're just going to need another reactor. And defense weapons control center. Can't afford it. Wow. Okay. That does not really surprise me. I'll get rid of the reactor for now, knowing that basically things are sort of completed. So storage, cannon shells, and then it's bullets. It's bullets like that. And cannon shells goes along like that. Okay. Install weapons control center on the back wall. And that's that pretty much done. Okay. Any contracts? I still think we're probably a little bit underpowered when it comes to power. Let's see if there's any fighting ones. Small fleet of hostile ships operating illegally near the star system in this sector. It says difficulty rating of 5, payment will be 357,000. Why is that so high when this one is difficulty rating? This is a higher difficulty rating. Difficult 11. Where's 11? Over there. I'll give it a go. I can always bug out. I'll try it. Battle stations, everybody. Ready to jump. There's all the guns rolled out. Although this one doesn't actually have any set. Good job I remembered that. Right. Best of luck to us. The problem is I'm doing a really big jump. Although the battery is holding stable. We do have 3 reactors, to be fair. Not much solar. So tactical. Whoa. So they're over there. Just going to spin it round. And the other ship's jumped out. So we're spinning round. And this will be where our rail guns will come into play. What a hit. Exceptional. The teeny fighter's coming in, which is going to probably regret its decision any second. Very low battery. Oh yeah, yeah, we have a problem with power. However, we don't have a problem with absolutely annihilating the opponents. 87% damaged on the fuel barge. Call it a fuel barge, yeah. It's gone now. Where's one gone? And then teeny fighter. It's probably regretting its decisions right now. And how are we doing for power grid? I mean, it's all right. We definitely need to improve it. I think because of the big jump. Oh no, everything was actually powered. I'm not too sure then. Oh yeah, I like the way that this guy comes back. Right, orders. Gather. So let's see. Just go over there and collect some stuff. And we'll start getting our salvage on. And that means we can afford that reactor now. Okay, back over to here. How we're doing. Everything's fine. I'm actually going to go to trade and sell. And I'm going to sell... I've got a Stargate frame. Might as well get rid of that. I like the way that raw materials are just not really valued that much at all. Look at that. I'm not even going to sell those. 80 generic units of currency. The copper I might, because I'm still cracking on with that one. Okay, let's go to our other ship, and we want to head to there. Prepare the jump. Jump. That's interesting. We were already aligned. I think that's more luck than judgment. But you knew I was going to say that, probably. And that guy's headed off. O2 is going down. Why is that? Do we have O2? We've not got an alert. It's a little bit lower than I'd like. Oh yeah, there we go. Picking the flesh off the dead. Not that we can really judge on that one. Where's the other wreck? It's over here. Okay. And after that, we are going to head back. So over to the mission. Here. Contact Martinez. Hello, Captain. How have you been? Things have been tough here. Max has been in and out of hospital since the rescue. He has burns all over his body. Took quite a serious dose of radiation. Of course, you already know that because it happened while he was uploading your data. I hope it was worth it for you, Captain. The ship is up for sale. I can't bear to be on board any longer. The price is 1 million, but I suppose you did help to build the hop drive, so I'll let you have it for 800,000. There we go. So good work, Captains. Good price. Send funds to Dr. Martinez. He should be in a sales bonus of 40,000. Bring the ship back to the Institute. And there it is there. The short hopper. Short hopper that's going to go to that colony. And our ship is going to go back home. Yeah. This hasn't got a battery yet, has it? No, it's got actually no level of green energy at all. Short hopper. Short hopper, I said there. Oh, can you only have one? Don't know. This one. Jump. So, this one can head back. Done a lot of jumping. But I'm encouraged by our vessel there. It does have a big broadside, which we knew about. It also requires more reactor. It's also very scrappy on the inside as well. Bits are just sort of all over the place. Like, I don't think I need this these storage crates. I know we're getting scrap metal, so maybe we do. Okay, okay. Anyway, short hopper, which I do think looks pretty cool. Prepare the jump. We've not had the Stargate guy contact us again, actually. Maybe the game is waiting for us to do this, or maybe there isn't any more in that. We haven't really done any sort of research. There's loads of stuff we can do, but it's just not been a thing. Our plan is simple, Captain. We found a way during your excellent fieldwork that the Tiddlets will still reproduce even an incredibly short FTL jump. The ship you just purchased a specifically modified FTL hop drive and use it to make very short jumps and trigger the hyperspace reproductive process among the Tiddlets. Want to pair the hop drive with our Tiddlet farm vessel and activate a short-range hop drive. You don't even need to leave the system. Our calculations are correct. We should see an instant result. Fly the hopper close to the Tiddlet farm and activate the hop drive. Okay, so let's come here then. So, short hopper. We'll spin around and head over. How's the Foundry doing? Stocking up quite well. Oh my good grief. Right, I believe we need more mining drones. Anyway, activate hop drive. I think it's going to be to do with the crystals or something. Newtwood, give us 3 more hops, Captain. From hyperspace hops. No charge loaded. Now it's loaded, charging. It's got refineries and all sorts. Activate the hop drive again. Head to the Tiddlet farm. I don't know where we're going. We're just sort of cycling through. Can we go to this Tiddlet farm? There we go. Telepathic sensors. Look at all this. Loads of it. And supercomputers. Ah, right. This is where the game might fling us. It might sort of say, look, yes, this is how you do research. You might get access to research. Fun's in finding out, though. Tiddlet farm. Supercomputers. Look at all the reactors. How many reactors got there? 48, 9, 11 reactors. And lots of Tiddlets there as well. Science stations. Activate the hop drive, and that should be it. A new to work. We can battery farm the Tiddlets in huge quantities right here in the system. Keep going. We need more. Battery farm 500 Tiddlets. Okay, well, we're going to leave it there for now. That's a lot of farming. Actually, you know what? No, because it's 217, and obviously it's exponential. More. Oh, good grief. This feels like it's going to go wrong. All kinds of wrong. No charge loaded. Yeah, I think it would be... Yeah, we're going to finish this off. And that should be the last jump. Again. It looks like that last jump fried the hop drive. Not great given what we paid for it. Well, you did push it beyond its probably reasonable limits. I'm certain my engineers can repair it. In any case, I want the hop drive to be installed and ship farm directly. Dismantle the hop drive, Captain, and I'll shuttle it. I want to place the hop drive with a conventional FGL drive in the final part of the experiment. I'll replace the replacement FGL drive to the delivery shuttle. Dismantle the hop drive. Do all of that. Yeah, we need to do some. Oh god, yeah, that's broke. Right. Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of The Last Starship. Next time, we will finish off the Trouble with Tiddlets Part 3. Definitely much more expanded since I last played it, which is good. Let's finish this off, and maybe there's a Part 4. I just don't know what's happening over there. Anyway, we'll leave it there, as I said, and next time we will finish this off and see how we get on. We also obviously have lots of resources now to crack on with some building, and also we have a much improved warship. Yeah, we've got double the amount of cannons, double the amount of Gatling guns, and, well, the addition of 4 railguns, which didn't really do much, but they are there. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the video, and comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.